Hello, Anton from McElmeel. Thanks for clicking on the link and coming to the video. Chances are you're here because you're a case manager or an occupational therapist. So let me take a few minutes to tell you what we do to help you. So who are McEmleel Mobility Services? We are the longest established converter and adapter of wheelchair accessible vehicles for disabled drivers and passengers. 75 years old this year, happy birthday to us. And we, although based in Northern Ireland, we have developed across Ireland and the UK. So we go from John O'Groats to Land's End, from Great Yarmouth into Balik. So we cover the whole of the UK. So if a case manager phones up, there's typically a couple of questions that they're going to ask. So let's look at the top 5. Question number 1 is, what comes first, the wheelchair accessible vehicle or the wheelchair? So here are 2 manual wheelchairs, and obviously there are power chairs. Chairs are different widths, different lengths. Whenever you've got a WAV, you need a chair with a headrest, a chair that is crash tested. You'll see these wee symbols here. Oftentimes, whenever we have got someone who might have just come out of hospital, they might be in a day chair, no headrest, no crash test position points. Tie-down points on different chairs will impact where that vehicle or where the chair goes into the vehicle. Widths, heights, those are all important things. Is this chair going to work on the WAV? Secondly, is the WAV going to work with the chair? Then you're able to do a demonstration with the both. You might necessarily have to buy the chair until you get the demonstration of the wheelchair accessible vehicle. Second question, what kind of WAVs are there and how can we get them? There are small WAVs, medium small, medium large, large WAVs, okay? On top of that, you can have an unassisted WAV, which is something that could drive from. So the wheelchair comes the whole way in and up to the steering wheel. Or you have an assisted WAV where you're expecting that somebody's going to push the wheelchair into the back and lift and close the doors. So there's what you have in the different types of WAV. You can get them in Motability, you can get them in Hire, and you can get them privately. The third thing people ask is about adaptations. So adaptations are for disabled drivers and passengers as well. You can have swivel seats and coronis. You can have boxes up above for your manual wheelchair. You can have hoists for scooters, different weights for different scooters. And of course you can have driving aids. So you have your steering controls, you have your push-pull accelerators. Other things we get asked about, 3 main things. Number 1 is a hoist inside a vehicle. Needs to be a big vehicle, but this is for taking someone out of the wheelchair onto the second thing which people ask for is a lay flat bed. Third thing, perspex screens. Whenever you've got a client whose behaviour might drive them to pull at the sides of the car or at the trim, we can put a perspex screen inside. Question number 4, all WAVs are the same, are they not? Well, no. The way McEmleel Mobility do their engineering, we put the wheelchair user first. This is your wheelchair user space. We work very, very hard at getting the low ramp. We work very, very hard at getting flat floors, as wide as possible for the widest of wheelchairs, as much head height as possible for the tallest of wheelchairs and wheelchair users. We incorporate the original seats. So in this case, this is the long wheelbase, you can turn them around. In this conversion, we have an option of a tip and fold seat. Typically not used when the wheelchair is in place. However, we've also got a fixed seat, which can be used whenever the wheelchair is in place. Other things that's different with this McElmeel conversion is we've put the rails out of the way to maximise the floor space. And if you can imagine, this actually can be a 9-seat vehicle with the wheelchair in place. At first glance, this looks very similar. This is the family as opposed to the last one, which is the lifestyle. And you can see that the wheelchair space remains flat, comes the whole way into an inclusive position. Again, we have reused the OEM seats. Again, you have options for tip and folds. Again, you have the mega low angled ramp with the marine grade grip for all the weathers that we have. And that's what you have. So are all WAVs the same? No, absolutely not. The final question, question number 5, what comes next? So it's best if you give me a phone, and if you're going to give me a phone, it's best that I have wheelchair measurements, if I have the weight of the wheelchair users. From that, we can have a discussion about the needs, how many people is going to be in the care environment, what support you're going to need, what size of a vehicle, all those different things, we will talk through that, okay? I will then come out and do a demonstration in the vehicle that we've decided is most suitable. We can go to your home, we can go to a school, we can go to a hospital, whichever suits. with the wheelchair user, with yourself and with their family. Okay, that's all that has to be done. Phone the number 02837 525 333 or go onto the website at www.mobility-services.com. Have a look at the videos. And that's about it. Just give us a shout. We will do whatever we can to help you. And thank you for watching the video.